Chapter 30. JV woke instantly, her memory of what had happened the night before clear. They'd moved in the few hours she'd been asleep, and now she lay on her side. Steve was behind her, his arm snug around her waist. She didn't want to face him. Not now. She was nervous about what he'd say after her revelation. Afraid he might see her as broken, used. She tried to slip from under his arm, intent on getting out of bed without waking him. His arm tightened around her middle. "Where do you think you're going?" His voice was thick and low. "I was gonna get up. Maybe make some coffee." She tried to keep her voice calm and even. "Not yet. You're gonna stay right here and talk to me a minute." She stopped trying to get away, but she didn't relax. "Talk about what?" He kept his voice calm and patient. "Last night." "What about it?" She lay stiff against him, aware she was naked beneath the blankets. Thankfully, he still wore the sweatpants he'd worn to bed. "How much do you remember?" "Everything." "Good. That'll make it easier." She was afraid to ask, but she had to know. "Make what easier?" "The talk we're about to have." She sighed, giving up hope of escaping. "Do we have to?" "We do." She braced herself for what she knew was coming. "What do you want to say?" "Sweetheart, it's not just what I have to say, it's what we both need to say." He spoke softly, tugging at her until she rolled to face him. Surprised by the endearment, she let him move her, knowing it would only make it hurt more when he told her it wouldn't work between them. What she told him during the night was too much. She was too damaged. "First look at me." He lifted her chin until she was forced to look him in the eye. "Baby, the only reason it matters is because it hurts you. It's still hurting you. If you had truly dealt with it and moved on, it wouldn't be an issue now. I would see it as something in your past, something that helped form who you are now, nothing more." He wrapped his arm back around her, not pulling her against him, just holding her, letting her feel him there in case she needed him. "The nightmares are because you haven't dealt with it, only tried to forget it. Now that you feel safe, your mind is bringing it back for you to deal with." A shudder ran through her body. "It's okay. I'll help you. I'll do whatever is necessary to help you get through it," he continued. Her heart leapt. Did this mean he wasn't going to make her leave? "I can see it in your face. You thought I was going to reject you because of something you had no control over. That pisses me off, but I'll deal with that later. Right now we're gonna deal with you." He took a deep breath and held it a moment before letting it out slowly. "Baby, I'm not equipped to be the only one to help you with this. I need you to trust me, all right?" He looked her in the eyes, waiting for her answer. She tried to look away, but he wouldn't let her. After a few moments she answered, her voice small and quiet. "I trust you. I always have." He placed a gentle kiss on her forehead. "Good. There's someone I want you to talk to. I'll go with you if you want, or you can see her on your own. It's up to you. She can help you." "I don't know if I can tell it again." She looked away. He moved her face back until she was looking at him again. "Baby, bottling it up only makes it hurt more. I know it hurts to talk about, but it will get easier." He saw panic flare in her eyes and swiftly continued. "I'm not saying you have to tell everyone, but see the therapist. She's helped me deal with some of my own issues from while I was in the Marines. She can help you." JV was silent for several moments. "All right," she said after a while. "I'll see her. Once. I'll try, that's all I can promise." "That's all I'm asking, sweetheart." He kissed her forehead again. Now, do you want to have breakfast here or with Rebecca? With Rebecca. She jumped at the opportunity, seeing it as a chance to get away from their uncomfortable conversation. Then get dressed and I'll take you up there. His voice sounded suspicious to her. What are you going to do? She asked, her eyes narrowing. I've got a few things to do around here, a few calls to make. I'll take you up to the house then come back for a little while. Don't worry, I won't be far. The tight band around her chest loosened. Okay. She swiftly rolled out from the bed, grabbed her clothes, and headed for the bathroom. I'm gonna need to go to town soon. If I keep shifting in them, I'll be out of panties soon. She pushed the door close, but didn't bother to latch or lock it. He chuckled. At least my shirts are big enough they don't shred, though I don't know how you keep losing them. His voice was muffled through the door. When I'm a cat they feel weird. I scrape them off as I work my way under the bed, she said. He laughed.